Marl's having a fucking spiraling.
Told you it wasn't me.
Just got out of his cell.
Big dramas at the prison yard today, boys.
Are we on? We're actually on. This is
We are.
fantastic.
I want to say 3, 2, 1.
3,
3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are the most unorganized Arabs in the world.
The late
Look
Blues.
Look at them all. They're just putting them all in lockup now. In his cell.
I'm in my cell, gents.
It's in the hole.
Oh, man. For once, it's not Musa's fault. I can just say that. Definitely my fault. I will explain. Explain. But before we go into the explanation, 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Amal, and joining me tonight I have George, Carl, Andy, and Mus. We are a full group tonight, and we are the Monday Blues coming to you with round 1 preview. It is the Baggers going up against the Tigers at the MCG tomorrow night at 7:30. It is the first game of our campaign for 2025. Gents, boys, how are we doing?
I broke a sweat waiting, man. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Look, I'm sweating. I am 100% sweating.
I've been on my laptop since about probably 8:30, 8:35. Got there in the end. Huh?
It's been a bit crazy.
Keen, weren't you?
Yeah, man. I wanted to see you. I missed you.
Can we
tomorrow in the flesh?
Can we explain? Right, the mission, the last half hour has been. It has been cooked. It's cooked.
Mission.
Logo issues. Amal's mic's not working. He's putting on that microphone again. Is it working, Amal?
Nah, this is just for better audio.
Oh, nice. Oh, there you go. So Amal had audio issues, camera issues, logo issues. We've done it all tonight.
Everything.
So thank you for sticking by us. Oh, what's going on, boys? What's happening?
It's happening.
Footy's back. Pumped.
Footy is back.
Bring on
I'm
tomorrow.
G'd.
Bring on tomorrow.
I'm G'd. Tell you what, Michael Voss goes whack. Just absolute whack.
I'm smiling because the big athlete we're going to cop tomorrow.
No, this bloke's
Stop it.
Here we go.
Just stop
Here
it.
we go.
Stop it.
Before we proceed, I think we should acknowledge. Hang on.
Oh, shit. Justin.
It's a great album too. Tory Lanez, Peterson, amazing album. Get onto it. Should we explain what's that is in the bottom right corner, boys? Got some massive news. Got some huge news. Right?
Lots to go through. Great call. I think shout out to everyone in the chat. There's over 60 now. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe. Really appreciate your support. And with your support, we've managed to really grow and prosper as well. Thanks to a few new additions and partners of our show this year. So I'm going to rattle them off. You'll see there in the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to kick it off with our major sponsor there, GlobalNet. And if you want to take us through GlobalNet Solutions Australia.
GlobalNet Solutions. Look, we're going to keep these short because we do have a few sponsors. GlobalNet, IT, small business. Without this bloke, my business would be absolutely nothing. Elite plastering, amazing plastering service. Mention Cripper. There's a code, Cripper. I think Cripper something. I can't remember, but we'll get in there. And you get a discount. Mercadante, wood-fired pizzeria, a staple, an absolute staple of Carlton. Make sure you get onto it. The best pizza. We'll actually be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for the giveaway. Raz Homes, you need a house built. Raz, don't even bother calling anyone else. Next.
Easy, man.
Go to the next. This bloke,
Zachary.
Best realist. Have a look at that face. Have a
Best
look
in the business. Best in the business.
Telling you now, mate.
Look at that smile.
You need to buy a house. You need to sell a house. You need to rob a house. He's the one to go. I'm joking, Zach. I know you're watching. We love you, mate.
Love you, Zach. I don't.
Next, Calm Your Projects. You need a renovation. Mate, we're Arabs, yeah? We do everything. You name
Renovations, carpentry, whatever you want, we'll do it.
Done. Hit up Eric.
It's all there.
Make sure.
It's all there.
Next, Potterlow Pasco Vale. You come to my shop and you say fuck Collingwood, you get 10% off. You mentioned
I
the
thought it was
Monday
fuck
Blues, you get 10% off. If you say both, it's only 10% off. Next. Are we done?
That's all.
Fantastic.
Well, it's just a round of applause
Great
for
work,
Andy.
Andy.
Jeez, that
Well
was
done.
fantastic.
Oh,
We're definitely.
Doing all that.
I'm really excited to. We're gonna delve deeper into them, especially on Monday as well. Give it a lot of airtime. Really present their offerings as well to everyone. But just wanted to give them a shout out to make sure that we're thankful for each and every one of these guys supporting us and the offerings that it will help with the community, especially here in the north and the west as well. Really, really good businesses and that was our mission was to help the community prosper, support small business. They've supported us, and we're glad to be able to hopefully extend their reach and connect them with our listeners. So exciting, Homer.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Nah, 20% will kill me, mate. Absolutely not.
Margins. It's all about the margins.
Margins, mate. Margins. Hey, you know what's funny? Looking at all those sponsors, I've used every single one of those services at some point in the last 12 months, I reckon. So, hey, I can attest they're all great. We're going to be, like George said, we'll go into them properly, as the coming days go by. So, yeah, man. Boys, it's round one.
Well done, yeah.
Footy's back.
Must have still depressed. Bro, smile.
Huh?
Smile, man.
See, this time tomorrow, you'll all be depressed like me.
This bloke, man.
Hey, if we lose,
What?
wallah, you're fucking walking home. Straight up.
Hey, can I run him over if we lose? If I see him on
Be
the
my
road,
guest.
I'll put him.
Nah, we'll be all right.
Wow.
What do you want? I want before we get into absolutely anything, Moose.
Surely we can't lose. No.
No. I just have one question.
There you go.
What's wrong, bro? What's wrong?
Because
Who hurt you, bro?
it's hot in here. Aircon's doing my head in, keep blowing on me, and
Is that what that noise is?
set myself up there, didn't I? It's just I'm actually nervous. Well, I'm actually nervous.
What are you nervous about?
Just to see what happens tomorrow, right? Like, this is it. If we continue the way we sort of finished off last year, it'd be a bit shit, yeah? I don't know.
Are you more nervous at the fact of that, or is it more nervous at the fact that we
round
lose
one.
to Richmond?
Well, round one,
But-
Richmond, it's like, it's the opening of the season, let's be real. Opening round done nothing for me, other than seeing a couple of teams sort of go at it. But this is it. Round one, Carlton, Richmond. The stage is set, right? Oh, there you go. No pun intended with that, but here we go.
There's don't worry about last year. As the title of the episode, a clean slate. We're going in. Hey, what about the confidence from Cripper? You said, start of his career, he was on the end of a few beltings from Richmond, obviously that period of time, post 2013. And I'm looking forward to, touching them up a fair bit over the coming years. So he's going in with that air of confidence.
Was this recently?
Good calls, Zach. Yeah, it was this week. So, mate, the boys are like,
He's picking on the shit down.
we're all gonna have fun playing with margin predictor, and we've got some more exciting stuff coming up soon with that. So stay tuned. Wait till the end. I'm so happy Footy's back. I don't know if I'm going. So if they're just the missus is
standby.
40 weeks and 1 day or 2 days over. So and there's some mild contractions happening, I think. So she's
You think?
But anyway, I don't know if I'm
That's great.
playing with fire going tomorrow, but yeah. So we'll see.
Interesting. A lot of narratives around round one. Shall we get into the teams, boys?
Yes.
All right, let's
I
go.
actually haven't really sussed the team properly.
Well, here's one I prepared earlier.
Nice.
Let's get into it.
Very good.
Richmond's backline: Jacob Blight, Ben Miller, Nathan Broad, Jaden Short, Nick Floston, Luke Traynor gone up against the forward line of Sam Walsh, Brody Kemp, Lockie Fogarty, Matty Cottrell, Harry Mackay, Zach Williams. Midfield for the Tigers: Sam Banks, Camden McIntosh, James. How do you say that? Trezise? And Toby Nank, Tim Taranto and Jacob Hopper going up against Blake Acres, Paddy Cripps, Lucas Camporelli, what a name, Tom DeConning, Adam Cherrett, and George Hewitt. Forward line for the Tigers, Ryan Mansell, Seth Campbell, Steely Green, Jacob Bauer, Tom Lynch, Sam Laylor going up against the backline for Carlton of Jack Silvani, Jacob Wiedering, Oliver Hollins, Adam Sard, Mitch McGovern, and Lockie Cowan. Interchange bench for Richmond, Tommy Brown, Thompson Dow, Tyler Sonsie, Jack Ross, Harry Armstrong. Interchange bench for Carlton, Sam Doherty, Nick Haynes, Jesse Motlop, Cooper Lord, and Francis Evans getting his debut game as well. Emergencies for Richmond, Caleb Smith, Maurice Rioli, Samson Ryan, and for Carlton, Lewis Young, Matthew Carroll, and Will White. Thoughts and feels.
I don't know, man. First round, I can't really say much. I'm a bit how you going on Evans, but first round, I want to see what he shows. Other than that, it's all good. She's all good. A couple of injuries. Yeah. We'll see.
I like how AFL.com.au said on the article on the team, when they named the teams, they said a couple of big names. Carlton missing some big names. Charlie Curnow, Orazio, Fantasia. I was like, wow. But, hey, I'm like, he was looking really good in preseason. I'm contract year. I'm hoping he comes in and that makes an impact as well. But yeah, Frank the Tank comes in and excited to see him. I personally reckon he might be sub. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it. You need to change bench in surname alphabetical order, but I don't know about you boys.
Who do you think is going to be sub? Who did you say? Evans. Motlop's
on the bench. I'm thinking he'll rotate it. I'm just thinking he might come in as a sub. I know it's first debut game, but yeah, I don't know about you boys if you think any different.
I think it'll be Doc. I think Doc.
Yeah.
Sub. I don't know, and I don't know if there's any. Like, I don't know what position to play him. We had this convo the other night. I don't know where he slots into the team, and I think maybe it's a body issue, maybe it's preservation. But why would you play Sam Doherty for full 4 quarters if you don't need to? And maybe we'll suss out where we need, where we're lacking, and then throw him in.
What if he's rotating in the back one?
Off the bench?
Yeah.
Well, with
because I can't see him going anywhere else. I mean, Blake Acres and Lucas Camporelli might have the wings on lock. Jesse Motlop will rotate through the forward line. Nick Haynes through the fullbacks like Silvani, Wiedering, and maybe Hollins. Francis Evans will be through the forward line as well.
This is a crazy stat.
I'm different to both of you guys, all of you. I got a feeling it might be Lord that might be the sub.
That would make sense too.
See, I wouldn't like Lord being sub. I wouldn't like it if he was sub. I could see why. I don't know,
yeah, you'd want him on the gum.
I'll just let the kid play, man.
Whatever happened to Bins? Like how these guys getting ahead of Bins? Like you see the emergencies. Who are the emergencies? Will White? Who's that? Never heard of the guy.
Will White, Lewis Young, and who was the last one? Matt Carroll.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a lot of conversation, a lot of commentary about Bins in terms of output, attitude, training ethics. There's been a lot. There's been a lot said from various people, from media outlets, from Carlton boards. I think he's and it says a lot, maybe on him, that Voss and the selection panel have said we're back in Lucas. We'll back Lucas in after one pre-season. If they've seen that he, whatever he's a good two-way runner, he uses the ball effectively. I think that's the key one: effective use of the footy. It doesn't matter how much you accumulate, but I feel like Bins it might be that story this year of, the Dow in 2023 might be ripping it up in VFL again.
Yep. Here's one for me that I think Andy will jump on this one too, that doesn't rack up much ball use and isn't a great ball user as well, and sort of slotted into the forward pocket there in Cottrell. Yeah, I don't see how that fits at all.
I'm
It's
a
weird.
big fan of Cottrell. I reckon he'll come to life towards the end of the game. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference for this game in particular, but next week and the weeks following that, I mean, when
Still
the other
trying
teams start to sort of fade away, that's when Cottrell comes to life.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not a great ball user, bro, and it hasn't got. He just runs. That's it. That's all you get out of
Would have
him.
been good to see Boyer there instead.
100%.
You think
See,
these are the
Moyer's
games you
stiff.
want?
Yeah, Moyer's stiff.
They just don't have faith in these, like in the Bins and the Moyers. They clearly don't have faith in them to do a job. You know, so.
And Boyd, where's Boyd? I miss Boyd.
Is he still
Well,
injured?
there's something-
Because he wasn't
gotta
on
be
the injury
something,
list.
Laughing
No,
at me,
he's not
George.
injured.
Look,
I miss Wood. I've never heard you say miss any Carlton player, bro.
nah, he's I don't know. For me, he brings. I feel good when he's out there. I don't know. It's weird.
There might be something there. There might be something there. I don't know. He's I saw him at open training. Didn't see much of him, but saw him there. But Moya, I think Moya's definitely going to get his shots. He's definitely going to get his chances. Cotter's going back to Cotter's. Like he's not going to be that player that's going to get a BOG kick, 3 goals and rack up 25 or 30 touches. But he's that guy. If he's going to give you his 15 kilometres, if you get a handful, half a dozen to a dozen tackles out of the bloke, a goal or two a game, mate, that's his job, right? Like that's him. Tick,
I think you guys are being too kind to Cottrell.
Yeah, I'm with you now, Andy. I used to love him, but he's done nothing.
I just don't think.
What do you
does
see
he
his
add?
output?
Like, what does he add? He runs, but there's no point running if you're not getting the ball. You're just running. You know what I mean? Like he's barely cracking his 15 touches. Barely adds to the scoreboard. He barely gets 2 or 3 tackles a game. I just think surely there's someone on our list who deserves that spot more than him. I'm gonna back him, obviously. Like new year, clean slate. Everybody gets a clean slate for me this year.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever happens. But my expectations of Cottrell are still very, very low. And if we're fair income about winning a flag, then Cottrell has to step up. He has to. He can't give us the output that he's spent the last 3 or 4 years giving. Cottrell we seem to remember Cottrell as and this is the problem with a lot of players. We think about what they could be. But all right, you're in the system now. It's been a few years now, right? And I said this the other night, Jesse Motlop, he's in that same boat. That's it, bro. You're 4 years, bro. Jesse Motlop got drafted in 2001. That's 4 years.
2001.
Sorry, 2021. Sorry.
I knew what you were saying there.
He's been playing
The
for
bloke wasn't even born.
Playing his 800th game.
He actually wasn't. But he's been he's been in the system now 4 years. It's not about what you're going to be anymore. If we're serious about winning a flag, show us what you are. This is now everybody's time to show us who you are. That's it. For me, so.
Aaron, I think I know which Aaron that is, by the way.
I know.
From the rest. Yeah. Carrying on. Come on, Aaron. Up
Pull
you
your
go,
head
mate.
Bloke's a bit of an idiot, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bad.
We love idiots, but keep going, bro. Just make sure you like the video and share it.
Speaking of that, hit the like button.
Ramadan Saad's been in the chat.
Get liking Ramadan Saad. If Saad's fasting tomorrow, he'll break his fast about 15 minutes into the first quarter. And either he drops off completely or he goes hard. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see.
Probably won't even rock up.
Ramadan Saad is I think someone said it in the chat. Mythical player. Adam has a mythical player. Ramadan Saad, right? Absolutely goes off. But if I recall correctly, in the last couple of years, it's post Ramadan that concerns me because he's either gone MIA for a couple of weeks, he's or he started to have a few niggles or whatnot. He's enjoying the celebrations and a week or two, he's not the same. I don't know. He performs at such a level, and then he's just I don't know.
Too much Lebanese sweets.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
He's another one I want to see a better output from this year. It's
There's
weird
quite a
because
few of them that need to do that. Not just
They'd step up McGovern. McGovern's a massive one.
Yeah, McGovern. I kind of feel bad for him, bro. We recruited him as a forward, and then make him play probably the hardest position on the ground, centre half back, and he plays short. Like he's not tall.
Yeah.
We've done that with Liam Jones. We've done that with Jack Stilvani now.
Yeah, it worries me, man. It worries me. But I'll tell you what. In the chat, I'm just gonna. Can I just piss this guy off?
Yeah, strike two, Aaron. Come on, mate.
Yeah, I just want to
pull your head in.
One more, and he's done. But
too many.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Done.
Let's. Can we answer Scotty?
What's Scotty's?
Come down. I'll make you a Lebanese barbecue.
I did tell Scotty last night to buy a Saudi phobe. The robe.
Surprised you haven't got one, George.
I do actually upstairs.
There you go.
Well, here's one for you, Moose. Here's one for you. This is a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. You're right.
Mm.
Yeah, don't know how I feel about that. Is he actually fasting confirmed? Is he fasting? I don't know. That's. I don't
think he fasts game day.
I'm
pretty sure I watched that once. He said he doesn't fast on game day.
Mm.
With training and stuff, he does.
Would fasting?
He must make it up. He must make it up after.
Or just pays $30.
You were saying.
Would the fasting affect him like during the week? Do you reckon for the weekend?
Absolutely.
From your experience, you're a fitness guy. Do you feel like it affects your output later on in the week?
It's hard. It's definitely harder to recover. Like even with normal gym sessions and stuff, your output is limited, right? Because there's only so much water you can get in, and before it saturates the muscles and you get talking lubricating ligaments and tendons and all those sorts of things. And these guys, they take it to the next level, right? So just getting a meal in and smashing some water or a Powerade down it's not sufficient enough. These guys live, they breathe it, right? 24/7 recovery. They're in the beach the next day without proper nutrients and hydration, that sort of thing. No way. I mean, it's not sustainable at all. Definitely short term, few days, you can probably get away with it, but it's a long season, right? And one whole month in between, that would throw the whole year out. You hear of other athletes that do it and that sort of thing, but I don't know. Our game.
It's a big call. It's a big call. Throws the whole year out.
Oh, I think it does. Yeah, absolutely. Especially you're talking. Look at the timing of Ramadan this year, right? They've done a full pre-season, and these guys are talking about the sort of intensity of these pre-seasons. Guys haven't been able to handle it with proper nutrition, proper diet plans, all that sort of stuff. And then all of a sudden you're throwing 30-day fast, between sunrise and sunset, not having anything, full dry fast. It's a big ask, bro. It's a setup to really struggle for the start of the year at least. That's my take on it anyway. Did anybody catch, while we're on that point, the Hawthorn? Who'd Hawthorn play again?
Sydney.
Hawthorn, Sydney. When Hawthorn were going into the rooms at half time, I don't know if anyone else caught this. There was a little table, little bench on the side for a few of the players. They had their Guernsey numbers on there and some nutrients packs. I don't know if it was hydrolyte and bits and pieces around electrolytes and things like that. Certain players, obviously based on their nutrition plan, and hopefully I'm not reading into this too much, but it looked like certain players had certain things that they were taking, whether it's, jelly beans or hydrolyte or electrolytes and things and that sort. It was like maybe a handful of players. I don't know if anyone else caught that. If you did, chuck some comments.
I didn't watch the game, to be honest.
Chat. I found that really interesting. I've seen it in other sports, but never in AFL before.
Well, it's interesting. I guess sports science is improving the way Australian sporting teams in general probably we tend to be a bit behind the States, I think, and I don't know if we share the same legal kind of like what's legal and what's not. I'm pretty sure we do. but it's interesting to see the improvement and the way things are done so differently now compared to what players would have done 20 years ago, even 10 years ago.
We got playing footy growing up. Here's a bag of lollies and a quarter of an orange.
What do you mean? My dad used to bring me a can of Coke at halftime.
I'll never forget, actually, the blokes are having a dart as well, just on the side of the back of the oval.
Yeah.
So
Do you reckon AFL players would have a dart at halftime if they're smokers?
That's a good question.
Nah, no way.
Well,
if they were allowed, fucking hope they would. I reckon.
Nah, surely not.
Bro, if I'm a footy player, I'm having a shisha at halftime. Straight up, get the faham on. I'm telling you.
Just hitting that double apple at halftime.
Great man.
Yeah.
But I'll take double apple.
He's fantastic, Kabowski. That's fantastic. The price of food at the footy, and it's gone up again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless I think Marvel announced if you download their app, Marvel Stadium app, it's like $3 for a hot dog or a water or something like that. Like they're trying to be competitive. But probably sell your data to someone or something. But I think that they have to. It's become a bit of a joke, right? Like if say you want to take your family, take a couple of kids to the footy, admission, food, merch, mate, you're forking out a couple $100 minimum if you want to have a half decent seat.
It's not an affordable day out for a family anymore. Like people are doing it hard, and these blokes are charging $12 for a pie. Come on, man.
Yep.
Mush is shut tomorrow at the G. If anyone's at the G tomorrow, come look for Mus. Mus is paying for everyone.
Stood on me.
Here's the code word Monday.
I'm going to bring a bag of dates.
That's the code word, Tamar.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm actually excited. This is going to be like a bit like out of left field. I'm excited to see the young players from Richmond because there's a lot of good young talent on their list, and I can't wait till we embarrass them tomorrow. Like I want to see them fully embarrassed when they walk off the field, because they wouldn't have had many beltings in their life. These elite children, like.
Fucking hope so, mate. Hope it's an absolute flogging.
But they got some serious talent on their list, Richmond. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. They'll be up and about. I reckon it'll be like the first quarter and a bit. It might be a bit of a tussle, and then hopefully we put the foot down and off we go. I just hope they're not looking too forward. I hope they're not thinking about Hawthorn.
I dare say they'll be thinking Hawthorn, Collingwood, but you got to be present. And I think you said it there the other night, Andy. Are we a 4 or 5 goal better a quarter side than Richmond? I dare say you should say we should be saying yes, absolutely. Yeah. So if that, we should really be looked at. And I think Carl, you mentioned as well. Like we've always had poor percentage come mid to end of the year. And you don't want to be looking back at a game like this. I know we're getting a bit carried away here, but seriously, you don't want to be looking back at a game like this when Richmond have been flogged the next 10 weeks and you're thinking, oh man, we scraped through or whatnot. We should be comprehensively beating them. I've got a Richmond fan in my house that she can hear me. Yes. 90 plus points. We should be comprehensively smashing them. So if Carlton household, I've got a Richmond visitor. She can hear me. Shout out Tracy. Tracy's confirmed me. Remember as a kid going with my dad to see Williamstown play quarter time, they'd be having a smoke or a can of beer. There you go. I think I was 8.
Having a drink. Having a full drink at quarter time. I tell you what, they would have got a good drink from Bottle Pascaval, mate. I tell you now. I can't believe that. These are semi-pros having a drink at quarter time. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Well, on the 90-point comprehensive win, why don't we get on with predictions? How do we do it? Winning margin, leading goal scorer, and best on ground. George.
I did say, we spoke about this on the Jump Punch live show the other night, and I think I said I'll be very conservative and say 70. I think I said 71 or 75. Purely because we're throwing a bunch of players in different positions, trying new things. it might not click for a quarter. Then eventually, I think it'll click and we'll do well. I'm feeling better. The closer we get, I'm starting to feel better. I reckon between Harry and Kemp, whew, we could see a day out. So I'm going to stick with 90. I'll go 91. Go 91. Harry, lucky number 7. I'm going to give you Harry 7. I'm going hard. I'm going big. I'm going big for this one. Carl?
Well, you took Harry from me. Harry for 7 as well for me.
Very good.
BOG. I'm going to go Samuel, Mr. Walsh. I reckon he's going to, I hope I'm right, but I reckon he's going to come out fit and firing. 30 plus touches and a goal. I'd like to say 91, George, as well, but I can't see that far ahead. Like, I don't see us being that damaging. We might kick 91 behinds. I'm going to say we win by 49 points. Moose?
Just going through the chats, everyone's quite positive and up and about, aren't they? It's an interesting one. Nah, look, man, if we lose, we're cut, man. We're full shit. Can't lose this one, boys. I don't know if I can put a number to it. I'm really, you're right, George. I think it's going to be scrapped real early on. I think Richmond are going to be real nervous and real, they want to get the ball early. So I think it'll be close at about quarter time, but I think we'll run away with it in the second and third. I think Carlton win by, I'm going to go 39 points. I think we'll run away with it, and then we'll sort of go into preservation mode, and Richmond will kick some late ones. And we'll take the 4 and run. 39 points. I'm going to go... I think Chera's going to have a big game. Here we go. On cue, Chera BOG. I've been his biggest critic probably for the last year. And I think he's ready, and I think this is his time. Do or die for Chera. So I think he has a big game, 30-plus touches and just runs amok. And most goals. Yes, good point. Most goals. It has to be Harry, though, right? I mean, who else is there? I think Kemp might snag a couple. Some of the smalls might kick a few, but I think Harry will kick 6. Yeah, one short, guys. Harry kicks 6. Andy.
I'm feeling a proper belting. Like I'm feeling like we're gonna put the foot down. I don't think they're gonna get close, bro. Maybe they'll have like a half a quarter. I reckon we'll be up by 2-3 goals at quarter time, and then I think the second quarter we just run them. I reckon we're gonna have a massive second quarter. I'm talking we're kicking 10 goals in the second quarter. And then from there, we'll probably kick another 12 for the rest of the game. And we'll win by, I don't know what that equals to, but I reckon we'll win by about 102 points. I'm going to say we're going to crack the triple figures, 102 points. I think the score will be 132 to 30. That's what I think. Did I say 102 points?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what it is. Yeah, I think Harry has to kind of be the guy, but I'm going to go Jesse Motlop. I'm backing the kid, and he's going to kick. I think it's going to be a good spread, and I think he'll kick 4 or 5, and there'll be a couple that kick 3, a couple that kick 2. But I think, I think Motlop and Harry will kick 4 or 5 each. And best on ground, it's raining a bit, boys. The ground will be a bit how you going?
Damp.
I reckon wet man. I reckon Cripper is going to get the 3 votes again.
Where's the music?
Who?
Wet man.
Wet man.
There it is.
I have not played that in ages.
Hey, Andy.
Yo.
Where'd it go? I lost it. Mr. Thordy. There was a Mr. Thordy. He sent comment. He goes, Masha Allah, are you feeling okay? I think he's referring to the 102-point victory.
Did he say? He just said that I said something positive, bro. I'm the most positive bloke. Yeah.
To be fair, he's not wrong. Andy's
delusional.
number one positive at the moment.
I'm fucking delusional, bro. What's wrong with you? Amal, your thoughts?
From your prison cell. Take it away.
I want to see minimums. What I mean by that is I want Carlton to win by a minimum of 10 goals. It has to be a 60-point win, right? They've got 13 freaking round one pickups that are debuting tomorrow night. We should beat them comprehensively. Minimum, I want to see Harry kick at least 4. I don't think he's going to kick 6 or 7, but 4 being the main key target in our forward line. He should be able to get 4 at the very least. Best on ground, I want to see a solid effort from Adam Chera, and I think he's gonna come out and produce. I'm not on the Walsh train just yet. I want to see how he goes tomorrow night. But Chera looked really good in preseason, and I reckon he's going to back that up in the first round. So I'm keen to see how he does. But most importantly, and I was talking to Mus about this earlier, most importantly, I just want to see a solid game plan. I don't want to see these bullshit long bombs. I want to see fluid movement, like fast flowing footy, hands, pinpoint kicks. That's what I want to see. Not the shit that we've been dished out for the last 2 years. I don't want to see none of that. If we get a 60-point win doing the same old crap that we've done last year, yeah, great. We got the 4 points, but still a lot of questions left to be answered. But if we get a 30-point win and play a different style of footy, something that's enjoyable to watch, I'll take that as a win.
Very cool.
But do you say later on after the game that it was only Richmond, or?
It is. It is only Richmond. It is. It's 100% only Richmond. So whether it's 60 points or 30 points, at the end of the day, it's only Richmond.
You can't say that. You can't. You can't disrespect a team like Richmond with that much young talent on their list. They're going to do it tough this year, but so early on in the year, with that much talent, that much A-grade talent on their team, on their list, I don't think you can just say it's only Richmond, because this is their grand final. This, like Georgie said, they got this and they got Dreamtime at the G. So they're going to be G'd up. So we're not playing Richmond in round 14 when they're tired and they're done. But we're playing a bunch of A-grade elite, kids, and there's still a couple of older heads there. There's Lynch that gives us a headache every time, man.
Free kick Lynch.
Yeah. So it's funny, even though I said we're going to beat them by 100 points, I still think it's not just Richmond. Like, I think there's enough talent there that we should, and I hope the players are thinking like that they're on the ball and not thinking too far ahead. Like, that's what I'm worried about. Because we haven't earned the right. We actually haven't earned the right to say it's just Richmond. We've done nothing.
Yes.
This team.
Yes. Here we go.
Done nothing. No, it's not here we go. But we've done nothing. Right. What have we done, right?
No, you're right. You're right. We haven't. We haven't. But if we're serious, if the Carlton Football Club is serious about being a premiership contender in 2025, minimum 60 points. Because yes, it's only Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have to have that confidence. Don't tell me we can't. We have to. We have to go in thinking it's only Richmond.
Having said that, Amal, who do we play in the grand final?
Richmond.
I'll tell you who we're not playing. We're not playing the Geelong Cats. And Macca, I know you're in the chat, you dirty dog, you dirty little kitten. He's a little cat. He's an absolute cat, Macca. Great bloke, absolute gentleman. But goes for a shit team. Goes for a shocking team. But Macca, I know you're watching, and I know you're fucking giggling to yourself right now.
He's doing that head back giggle,
He's doing that FIFA goal face. Yeah, goal. Oh, when you play him in FIFA and he scores, he just looks at you. He gives you this look, and you just want to kill yourself.
Yes.
This is a good comment. Tether T. Can't wait to see TDK versus Nank. I said TDK again. Be a good litmus test. I think now is that time where, in the recent years, we've always said, TDK, can he do a full ruck? Can he do a full game rucking on his own? Watching him go up against Pedo in the scratch matches, watching him go up against even GWS recently as well, mate, I really hope, and I feel like he can take the competition by storm this year. He's timed his, the 2-year extension perfectly well. He knows what he's doing. His agent knows what he's doing. And you're going to have obviously Harry and maybe Jack pinch hitting in the ruck, but Nank's still the captain, right? Richmond's he's an absolute star as well, so it'll be a really good test.
Okay. And that's another one. TDK is going to be obviously not only playing, but watching the results of Carlton like a hawk, right? I reckon his decision is going to be, how far can Carlton get this year? And can they get me to a premiership? If not, I'm taking $2 million a year from St Kilda. Straight up.
Yeah, I'll see that.
On you, Jay.
Interesting.
Wonder if she's going to be there. It's a G,
isn't
it?
Is it away? It's away.
It's an away game for us. But yes, we have the same seats still. I'm going to throw off the level 2 this year.
Hey,
I'm not worried about TDK going, man. Straight out. Like, I love him and I want him to stay. But if he chooses to leave, like the news article today pissed me off a bit, right? And I'm reading the comments and everyone's having a like sook about it. Yeah, he's leaving, he's not leaving. I don't think he's leaving, right? Because for me, well, yeah, he's signed and they're waiting, right?
They're waiting. But he's signed. You know what they're waiting for.
The way I look, absolutely, they're waiting for a bad week. A bad week, and then here we go. We sneak this into the universe. If he leaves, let's get our compensation and move on. With that compensation, you'll get a good young player, or use that towards getting another good ruckman. Luke Jackson wants to come back to Melbourne.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you now, if he's coming back to Melbourne, Jay Taylor, I know you're in the chat. He's not going to Melbourne, bro. He's not going to that irrelevant team. Because Melbourne's nowhere, bro. You're playing in front of 13 people every week at the moment. He's going to want to come to the biggest club in the country, the Carlton Football Club, and he's going to win a premiership with us. So I'm not worried. If TDK wants to leave, bro, we can't force you to stay. Go. When we'll take the compensation and we'll move on. That's it.
I reckon he's going. He's going.
I reckon he's staying.
How good's this? Mac has opened up the can of worms here. Asked Geelong on how to keep players on minimum wage.
Third-party payments is the rumour, Macca.
Third, fourth, and fifth.
Carl, did you go? Did you say your predictions?
Yeah.
North
Melbourne.
Carl's. Do we want to?
Yes.
Andy on the predictions.
Yes. All right. So we're doing a weekly giveaway, right? And thanks to Mercadante, which is an amazing restaurant on Lygon Street, right?
Lygon
Street, Carlton. What we're going to do, every week we're giving away $100. It's a $100 voucher to Mercadante. Thanks to Carlos from Mercadante for the amazing generosity. So every single week this year, once we're done with our preview video, maybe we'll switch it up every week. But this week, when the video is done, head to our comments. So not the live chat, but the actual comments of the video. Put your prediction of margin in the comments. And whoever gets it right, or whoever's closest, will win a $100 gift card. And look, if more than one person, gets it right, then we're going to have to split it. But we'll work it out. We'll see.
When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear. If there's 4 or 5 of you, well, guess what, man? You're going to share a can of Coke each. You know what I mean? But hey, it's going to be on the house. Thanks to Mercadante. Absolute legend, Carlos. $100 voucher, guys. And what restaurant can you go to? And you're going to spend, $200 or whatever. You know what? Here's $100 of it paid for. Thanks to Carlos. Thanks to the Monday Blues. Remember that. So make sure when the video is done, head to the comments, the actual comments of the video, put your predicted margin, winner and margin. And we'll go from there. And we'll suss out who wins after tomorrow night. And if you're smart, you'll put Carlton by 102. Just saying.
I think this week it's a given. It's a given who's winning. It's just the margin we're going to win by.
Yeah.
Jay can absolutely confirm has not closed down. Went there for a capricciosa recently. It's delicious. Lana Owens, very good to see you again in the chat. Hit the like button. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Ripper Pizzas, Carlos. Does a lot more too. There's a decent menu.
It's a proper Italian
food.
Ripper menu.
food.
Very, very good.
I love his Nutella pizza. Elite.
Head down there for a good laugh too. Carlos comes through with the goods too. There's a few surprises up his sleeve.
To say the least. Guys, you put in the don't put the margin in the chat.
Yeah, wait
put
till
it
we
in
finish.
the comments. Seba, absolute legend. Seba in the chat.
Wait until the end.
Right
All right, gents. Well, with that being said, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap up the round one preview.
I think before we do, just calling out, we actually haven't spoken about it, I realise, but obviously everyone's a bit disappointed for the human himself, Elijah. You know, the news that has come out today. We actually, didn't mention it this episode, but shout out to him, his family. Obviously, Ollie's still at the club. Hopefully he gets the support he needs. Obviously, it takes a fair gall and bravery to stand up in front of your teammates and coaches and admit that you've got some issues, whatever those issues might be. And, we're not ones to pry or, we shouldn't be prying. Obviously, the club, whatever it decides to obviously put out there, has asked for the privacy, so has his family. So, we got to respect it because you don't want to be going through this publicly, whatever it might be. It might be multiple things as well. So, absolutely love him. I think we all spoke about how important he would be and how high hopes we had for him in our team this year. Can't wait to see him come back. Hopefully, I'm confident that he will. But all the best,
Breaks
Lodge.
my heart, man. Actually, breaks my heart with Boobs because he's such a good player, and it's not even about the player. Like, he's young, he's a kid, and dealing with whatever.
It's probably more sad than anything. Yeah,
it's sad because it's unfortunate. It's sad. And it hurts the team. It actually hurts the team. He's a big cog in our machine. So get well soon, and can't wait to see you back on the park.
100%.
Flying better than ever.
100%. Get well soon, Lige. Get well soon. Well, with that being said, gents, we will see you tomorrow night at the G. And it is sayonara from the Monday Blues. See you at the review.
Blues.
sticky now.